Hello there. There we are. I didn't think about needing some music for myself. I can't stream the music. But yeah. Um Boy, it's been a long time. OBS, my recording software has changed where I can actually see the chat while we're doing this. I'm going to keep it up in front of me because what I'm going to be doing is here, which I normally am doing stuff on the computer screen, not here in this general vicinity. So if you're here, say hi in the chat. Gonna be doing this for a couple hours. Hello, Pekka Wickman. Um, let's look here. So, I've never done this before. Pekka, how you doing, man? So I bought this kit. I don't know if you can see it. It's giant zoomed in. Vallejo colors for models and miniatures. It's a pack. I have the pack over here, kind of sitting upside down to get the colors down towards the bottom. So I got a bunch of selections here. Sorry, I'm not used to using two cameras at one time. This is interesting. So we got some like metallic colors here for like your weapons. We got a flat brown, a buff, flat green, flat blue, purple, flat red. What is this called? Refractive green. I don't even know what that means. Azure, which is a cloud software, but also apparently kind of a lavender color, if you will. Yellow ochre. Black, white, lemon. Whoop, you can't even see that. Lemon yellow. Oh, we're running out of space here on my desk. Flat flesh. Flat flesh is the name of a paint. Hey, Greg Baxter, how you doing, sir? In the chat. And then a clear orange. I'm not sure what the difference between flat and clear on the various colors are. So what we're doing, see this little fella here? I did originally, I think in the first thumbnail that I worked on, or maybe that I even posted, I put, oh, here we go. Can I do this? Wait for it. Wait for the autofocus. Encourage the autofocus. There it is. You see that guy? See how small that is? That's my thumbnail right here, right? Okay. So I thought about starting with him. The only problem is there's a lot of detail. Like that's a lot of like little doodads and such. There's a lot of detail on him. I'm thinking for your first time, that's probably not best. I actually had purchased a pack of skeletons, and yeah, I don't know the wrap. I have a whole pack, a bunch of other stuff, but I bought a box, like a random box on Etsy. Oh, I don't know if you can see this. Oh, here we go. But they don't come with a. I mean, they come with a base, but you have to connect it. So like that's a kinku, if you could tell, kind of a dude or a lady with a beak, Kinku race. If you're not familiar, this is Dungeons and Dragons. So in the same pack with the dude with the scimitars or whatever, the monk. Uh-oh. My autofocus is giving up on me. There was another human male monk, and this guy looks a little, in my opinion, a little more paintable for a rookie, right? You got a lot of bare-chestedness going on up here. He's got a strap across. I feel like I need something to point with. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe this brush that I'm going to be using. He's got like the strap here across the chest. He's got like a couple bracelets. He's got a little like necklace thing going on here. He's got I wouldn't call it a cape. What would you call that? It's like a butt cape. I'm sure that's the title. But like, the strap on the back continues, and you got some wrappings, I guess, and then his pants. So like I feel like that might be a little more achievable from a first timer standpoint. Maybe not. I don't know. So here's what you do. They sell. Okay, I'm gonna put him down. We're gonna make him the star of the show. They sell wet pallets. Okay, so you take here's the general idea. Let's go with I feel like flat flesh is not like, you look at this color. See that color? That doesn't seem like a flesh color to me. That's like orangish. Come on, autofocus. I thought autofocus was gonna have this down pat. But like, that's a little orangish for me. Versus, come up here to buff. Okay, here's buff. I think that's gonna show up a little more like an actual skin color. I don't know. We might try both. But anyway, here's what you do with this. They sell like fancy palettes. You can also use these. I got this on Amazon. That's, you know, that's how big it is, which is to say it's not big at all. Hello, Joynal Abedin from Bangladesh and Gordon Bell. Right, lads, let's go. So they sell these, and the idea is you take your buff, right, or whatever colors you want to work with. Let's say you want to work with 6 colors, and you know, put a little bit in. But from the videos that I've watched, there's a guy, I think he's Swedish, Pekka Squidmar. I don't know if that rings a bell. He's like a really big miniature painter in YouTube. If you don't have some sort of water underneath this, under your palette, it dries out. The paint dries out because it's just paint, right? Like, you slap some paint into something, it's eventually the water is gonna evaporate in it, and then you're just gonna be left with colors. So these kind of useless unless you're working with metallic paints, like the silver, like this. If you're working with like weapon color, it's some of the silvers, like this one, I think has like little like things of metal or like glitter type things, right, to make it shiny. So you don't want that in the other thing I'm about to talk about. But so you put that in this and move quickly. But they sell these palettes that are essentially, all a palette is a thing to hold your paint and keep it moist so that you can use it, right, and like paint but it not dry out. But they're like 30 to 50 or 70 bucks, which it just seems insane to me. Or you can get a cool, oh, the blue screen is killing the Cool Whip. Okay, let's try this. So, my color correction, it's not black, but you get the idea. So you get some Cool Whip, some whipped topping, all organic, not organic, definitely includes no milk or cream. And on the inside, you put a paper towel, and then you wet the paper towel, and then you put a piece of, I've already done this, so you can't really tell. You put a piece of parchment paper, non-waxed, because obviously waxed parchment paper doesn't let water come through, and you put the parchment paper on top, and that allows some of the moisture to come through. I don't know if you can you kind of see that? There's like little droplets, like right there. And that keeps your paint moist. It allows just enough moisture to come through. It keeps your paint moist, and you can like mix colors. And so, you know, go make a dessert with some whipped topping and then use the container, right? Or a Tupperware or whatever they call. Do they have Tupperware in Europe? I don't know. I'm talking to primarily European audience at this point. But that's kind of the idea there. Is you want just enough moisture. Sorry, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's not really wanting to do that. It's like, what am I focusing on? You see the little droplets? You want just enough moisture to keep your paint moist. There you go. So, my thinking, let's go back to the star of the show here. Not me, this guy. This guy. Wait for it. Come on. I'm thinking, you gotta have a plan, right? You don't want to just like slapping colors on, says the complete beginner. But you got this, this is hard. You got this strap right here. I'm gonna make that like a brown strap, maybe with like, if we can get gutsy there, maybe make the buckle like, do I have a gold? I do have a gold. Maybe make the buckle a little bit gold. You know what I don't have? I don't have something to wet my paintbrush. That's what it's called. One moment, I'll take care of that. So I think I'm gonna do everything, all the detail work first, because inevitably, with my lack of skill, if I can figure out how to get this to where you see it, like I'm gonna spill off of that strap or that gold thing onto other areas like his chest. But then once it dries, I can come in with my chest color and like paint over the part I messed up, if that makes sense. Hello, Chase. And then so I'm thinking brown there. I'm thinking his necklace. If I can, I mean, good grief. Do you see the necklace there? Just at the, that's a lot of really, I need like a jeweler's Louvre or whatever it's called, where I can like, get it done like that. Making that green, making his bracelets green, although green, ooh, will the whatever it's called, whatever color I just said, the skin tone color, will that paint over that? I'm not sure. And then I was thinking, for his robes, is that what you would call it? And I haven't seen anything in the chat about what you would call this. What do you call this butt cape that he's wearing? His garments. This thing. Not the pants. This thing right here. What'd you call that? Anyway, making that red, but it's got two kind of ribbons, other things, right? Making those kind of an orangish or a yellow, maybe that lemon yellow. And then once we got red and yellow, I mean, I feel like I couldn't make his pants blue. He'd be like super like primary colors, but maybe like that lavender color. And then he's got, I don't know how I'm gonna get to his feet, but you kind of get the idea. That's my plan here. So let me call in reinforcements here. It's always great to have a wife for many reasons, but one reason is like, hey, I'm streaming. Can you bring me something to get my brush wet? Looks like a coat. You do have Tupperware. Tupper parties used to be a thing. Okay, I'm plastic that you keep food in. A coat, but it only covers his waist, and it's like monk robes. Or did he wrap his coat like, is he going for like the varsity look and he's wrapped his coat around his waist? I'm not understanding. Heck, I'm not going to repeat what you just put in the chat, but maybe. I'm going to go with monk robes because he is a monk. That's what we're going with here. So, again, you got to have a plan. So I think the first thing we do, oh boy, is the detail work on the strap and the necklace and the bracelets. And then once that detail work is done, then we can start working on the robes. I keep wanting to say cape, like he's a superhero. I mean, level 20 he would be, right? And then I'm imagining there's going to be some spillage on that because oh gosh, I'm going to have to see, this is what makes this interesting. I'm going to have to somehow paint the back side of this. My wife is, she's tripping over boxes and laughing at me while she brings me a tiny Tupperware full of water. Thank you very much. She's like, this is something we do with our kids, and now you're doing it. Everyone says hi out on the internet. She's left. It's too late. So that's kind of my idea. So, okay, if that's the idea, I don't have something to stand him on. I'm not really well prepared here, you can tell. Then I think we would do buff on the skin tone, gold on the buckle of the strap, brown for his like chest thing, strap thing. I said the green. Would green, red, and yellow go? Something like that. Green for like the necklace and the bracelet. Does green, red, and yellow go? Interesting. Red for the robes. Maybe not the lemon yellow. The lemon yellow is a little bright. I think I would go with the yellow ochre, whatever that means. And then would this go with the pants? It looks like a little bit of purplish blue. Now, I bought these paints like a year ago, so I'm hoping that they're still good. I haven't opened them, so surely they've not, dried out. Surely they manufacture them and put them in a box and they sit on shelves for years. But trying to, is there any other colors I would need? Saying like, how am I gonna get back there, like all back up in there, like on the backside? How do you? Does it connect? I mean, that looks impossible. That like, how do you do that? Is this character royal? He doesn't have a name. Would you like should we make him Gordon Bell? Is Gordon Bell or royal? What do you think, Gordon? That's a good point about royalty. Ooh, so if we're not doing royalty, okay, if we got rid of the azure, then what about refractive green? What is refractive green? You get the color there, right? Like, kind of going with, put him like the, wait for it. Put the other green, the flat green, on the necklace, in this like darker-ish green on the pants. Yeah, I don't know, but I think the first thing we do is the brown. I think that's and I want to be very careful with brown, because spillage, and then I'm gonna put, what we called it, buff over the brown on the chest. Thanks for coming and hang out with me. Never done this before. It sounds like the sound is working and everything looks good. Phone is charging. We're good. So I bought a, what is this? Winsor & Newton Series 7, which is like, apparently, paintbrushes. Quite expensive if you get good ones. I don't remember how much this was. I know it was more than I thought it should be. But the recommendations I saw online is like, if you're going to do this, do it well. Like, don't buy cheap brushes, because essentially, I'm going to be, this will probably be easier. With cheap brushes, the tip, wait for it, the tip can start to like fray, right? To where like you get paint going all over the place, versus these are supposed to be like pretty good. Now, of course, I bought really nice brushes and I'm sure I will destroy them as we're doing this, but I think we're gonna roll like this with we'll paint in the palette here, and let's see, you gotta get your whole setup here. Oh dear, because I don't want the middle to be nothing, but it's like I'm just gonna sit there. There's my brown. Gold comes later. Okay, somebody remind me when I go to do gold, it goes in one of these little trays. Okay, actually, how about this? I'm just gonna sit that in the little tray. Boom. The best of the best in art supplies are all insanely expensive, Chase. Yes. Pekka is getting Junior from the school disco, his first ever. Staying alive. Love it. Enjoy. We'll see you in a little bit. How far away is that? We're going to be here for a while. Anyway. Good point, Gordon, about the royalty. I like it. Okay. So I got my palette. Kind of, oh, you can't tell. It's moist-ish. So I think what we're going to do, oh man, I'm nervous. It's first time. Let's get the flat brown out. Shake that up a little bit. All right. I don't need much, I don't think. There's a bubble on the end. I ruin these paints. Oh, nope, it's coming. And I don't think I need much. So, like, I literally just did a dibble. Like, literally. That's the bubble. And then that's the dibble. You can tell. Get your brush a little wet here. I just barely touched that. Barely touched that. Oh, dearie me. I may be off camera here. And sorry for the shake, but No. Come on, focus on the dude. And I was trying to be creative with all my colors sitting over here, but it's confused the camera. The camera's like, that's what you want me to focus on, right? And I'm like, no, stop it. Paint's drying on my brush while we're doing this, I'm sure. Maybe we start on the back. First ever piece of paint. Obviously, I can't tell if I went over there or actually, I think it's actually the strap is a little, it's wider than I was thinking. I'm gonna have to get this real close to my face. I think I'm gonna have to buy a magnifying glass. So, how are things in your neck of the woods, folks? While I stare intently at this dude. That's too much. This is good for my perfectionist tendencies. Perfect is the enemy of the done. That's what I'm trying to do here. This is hard to keep on camera. New job starts Monday. So both excited and nervous about that. Trying also not to like touch it while it's supposedly drying. Need some burnt orange somewhere. Well, I kind of have an orangish. Oh, that's too much. Well, try and get the paint off our fancy brush here. And I'll show you what we got. Okay, I'm going to make that middle part gold. Yeah. Back part, yeah, definitely a bit heavy-handed. But again, I'll cover up. I'll probably make mistakes with the skin tone, and then that won't really matter. Hopefully. I appreciate it, Chase. Headed for the weekend? Yeah. It's really been weird. I've essentially had 2 official weeks off and then 1 week where I was kind of a lame duck, where it didn't really matter, right? So I've gotten some stuff done. Worked yesterday afternoon to replace the motor mounts in my wife's car, thinking it would fix a problem that we're having, and it didn't. So I got like some lovely, like I got a big, I don't know if you can see that's kind of a deep scratch, and a little scratch right here, and it looks like a bear cat or owl bear or something attacks me, um, or my wife beats me. But it's just that I was working in the sharp parts of the engine, and engines are not made for mechanic comfort. So, all right, I think we're gonna use this flat green for the necklace and his wrist baubles. I'm sure he appreciates it being called baubles. Just come down here to our palette. That's way too much. I mean, if the first drop was not nearly what we needed, then that's entirely too much. But I can only do so much here. I do know they sell like things that you could be replaced by like a wine cork to like give you some grip. Yeah, I probably should have gotten one of those. Um, so I'm not Johnny Depp. I don't think Johnny Depp's whatever she is would have brought him water to help him stream painting miniatures. It's a weird situation. Being much more delicate, he says before, making a gigantic non-delicate move. What was the score in the Rangers Leipzig game? I didn't catch it. I was, like I said, working on a car. Trying to use my calm voice. How am I going to get down in there? I think I just need a tidbit. Not to touch his face. I think that's a bit better than the belt. He says, waiting for auto. Come on. You know what? Fine. Fine. If that's how you want to be, that's how you want to be, camera, we're going to go manual focus. So the green around the 1-0's not bad. Definitely not insurmountable. Yeah. Get some more paint here on the tip. Well, ooh, can we do it over here? Do I have the strength to do it over here? It looks like he's got two kind of bracelet thingies on each side. We're just going to make them one bigger one. Maybe it's supposed to be one bigger one. Chase, remind me, what club are you working for? It's a USL 1 club, I think. Northern Colorado hailstorm. All right. Season started, yeah? Yeah, you said there's a game. Like how many games are you guys in to the season? Are you how many games have you played? That's a better way of asking that question. Sorry, I keep bringing it close to my face. There's the bracelet. Also, can I just say, Northern Colorado hailstorm is quite the name, right? That's a like I know there's not been like at least not to my knowledge, like a devastating like hailstorm like like a named storm, but it's like it just reminds me of like the Chicago fire where you're like that's a weird thing to, you know, recall every day on a jersey. That was a pretty horrific event, if I remember correctly from my learnings. You let the paint work for you. It's not bad on the right arm there. In league, we're 0-1-1. We've won both our U.S. Open Cup matches against Colorado Springs Switchbacks from the USLC, and then we upset Real Salt Lake. You upset Real Salt Lake. Get in, lad. Get in. I think I remember someone saying that, but I had forgotten it. But that's freaking awesome. How do I get the green out of my brush? Orange County. The forecast for your pre-match articles, that's hilarious, good sir. Still getting some green here. How do you... I've seen like professionals on their videos do this. You know, do it on your skin. It's kind of hard to tell on your skin what the color is that's coming out. Just me. Is USLC US League Championship, is that like the top level? I feel bad not knowing this. But are we essentially taking, everything that Scotland and Europe do, or England do, and you have Championship and League One and League Two? Is that how it goes? All right. There's our little monk guy thus far. Yeah, sorry, got distracted. MLS, USLC, US League, USL League One, USL League Two, USLL2. Yeah, that's, easy for me to say. I'll be honest with you, Chase, I hadn't opened it yet. So I guess I have to go do that. Dude, Chase. Oh, Chase, you getting me in the feels, bro. Well, a handwritten note. I was gonna do this on a separate episode, but I kind of have to. I'll make sure I don't get paint on it. No, that's freaking awesome, dude. I don't know if the blue is really coming through. Northern Colorado hailstorm. That is an amazing. Oh. Hailstorm FC. Man, Chase, I really appreciate you being around for so long. As part of the channel. That's free. Whoop, am I doing it upside down? It's upside down. Hello, Kim R. I'm doing well. We're gonna get back to the painting here in a second. One of my viewers sent me this awesome Hailstorm FC, Northern Colorado Hailstorm FC scarf. That's freaking awesome. That's gonna go in the back of the chair. Kim, have you done painting before? Because I don't know what I'm doing, but this is what we got thus far, Kim. That's our human male monk. He's got a green necklace and, I don't think those are bracers. Oh, gosh. Moving left to right on the screen is difficult. And a brown chest strap, and we're going to make that middle part gold. That's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing. Do it, Rockapella. Anybody get that reference? That's kind of... Oh, there's more brown. I forgot. He's got like a nunchuck. He's got two of them. One there, and one kind of on the front there. Or are they tucked in? Maybe they're tucked in. Like maybe I make the part that's sticking out here visible, brown, and then the part underneath not so much. And then same thing there. I gotta get back to my brown. Chase, I really appreciate it, man. That's awesome. Congrats. 9 weeks from your master's degree, or at least at the time. So like you're pretty close now, I'm sure. No, but I always play D&D when you're young. Great game. What? Why don't you play now? You gotta play now. You gotta get back in it. Don't say you don't know anybody. I didn't know anybody. The internet's an amazing thing. Of course, that nunchuck is right on the seam of where they made our friend here. And why are there bubbles on my my paintbrush? I'm not understanding what just happened there. It's definitely the bubbles' fault that this didn't come out perfectly. Yep. Why are there bubbles coming out of my paintbrush? You see that? Of course, now it's gone. It's like, what has happened? Sure, it has something to do with like paint and interacting and water and. Like, listen, this is hard enough already. Let's not increase the difficulty by having random bubbles appear on the end of my brush. Okay. All right. I think that's all the brown. Because he's got, he might have like flip-flops on or something. Or not flip-flops. Yeah, I'm a monk wearing flip-flops. I go to the beach on the weekend. Or do you think he's barefoot? Would a monk be barefoot? Would a D&D monk be barefoot? Or would he have sandals on? You'd think in a fantasy world you'd want shoes, right? Like something underneath your feet. It's kind of a dirty place. Let's do a little Googling here. Yes, we're going to Google. Would do D&D monks wear sandals? Foot wraps, barefoot. Shoes are for the weak. Um, Official 3.5e in the SRD, which is the system reference document, which is like the open source version of D&D, says monk's outfit. The simple outfit includes sandals, loose breeches, and a loose shirt, and is all bound together with sashes. Maximum mobility. I think a monk would want some sort of like foot wrap sandal thing. So since I already got my brown out, I think we'll go with that. But just barely, just a hint. Pekka, would a human monk wear sandals or be barefoot? That's your question. Welcome back. Does look like he has something kind of splitting his toes. It's just me. Doing this really makes you appreciate like the people I've watched videos of, like all the insane stuff that they paint and like how much skill that must take. Like I'm just trying not to smudge everywhere, you know? Like that's what's crazy. Sandals with white tube socks. Yes, gets in. Now how do you get to the back? Well, we're gonna be standing on ground, so part of his boot can be the dirt that he's standing on. I can't switch my grip. Can definitely understand why you get a wine cork and put it on the bottom, because I could really use that right about now. It kind of looks like this guy's wearing boots, but I don't think a monk would wear boots. This monk's not going to wear boots. Let's put it that way. Really, I can mess up the floor. I can cover the floor with like greenery, rocks. All right. Whoop. Wait for it. Hold on. Gotta put that down. Now he's got the beginnings of boots or sandals. Where's my focus? There it is. All right. So clean ye brush off. He's a finer monk than shoes. Like full shoes? Or like sandal shoes? Old lady plays is here, huzzah. Yeah, sorry. I gotta get a better setup because I'm definitely doing a lot of this and focusing. It's like, yeah, I got a second camera so that you can see the top of my head. The tippy top. Tippy, tippy, tippy top. Miss Kate, how's the table coming along? Is it back? Or is it done? Is it in position? Is it ready to rock? Gordon, you were requesting some burnt orange, yes? It's not staying put. Clear orange? What do we think here? I think we're going to do yellow. I think I said it was going to be the okra, yellow, yellow, okra. Some lo-fi or jazz in the background. Yeah, I should. Sorry about that. Okay, we can find some. Yeah, we can find some of that. Please hold. Ooh, can I can do that in YouTube Studio, I think. I think that's a thing. Pull that over there. Audio library. I need something long though. Uh-oh. Genre? Hmm. Oh gosh, this makes me nervous to play music in the background. I'll be honest with you. Oh, I'm not. Nope. Let's just mute that. You don't. Nothing to hear. Okay, hold on. This is only 3 minutes and 31 seconds. Two hours synthwave mix. Royalty-free copyright music. Yes, my music is 100% copyright free, so you can use it in any creative project. Just credit me. Music by Carl Casey at White Bat Studio. Audio. That sounds all right. Let's see what y'all think. Let me unmute it here. Is that even coming through? Did that come through? I'm not seeing anything on desktop audio here. Through? Seems a little loud on my end. Hold on. Oh, I got desktop audio turned all the way down. Now? the fun part of streaming. I didn't think about music. I'm seeing my desktop audio bar is moving, meaning you should be hearing something by now. I got a thumbs up from Chase. It takes like 20 seconds. I got you. Cool. How do I edit this? Let's go to the credit part here. Music by Carl Casey at Whitebat Audio. Save. Yes, music. All right, we're back in business. Until it plays an ad and then I pack. All right. Get our brush wet. I think we do yellow next. Is that the kind of theme music? Not theme music. Is that the kind of background music you were looking for? That's. Looks like a greenish yellow. Oh, there we go. Turns out when you don't use the paint for a really long time and it just sits there, there's a little coagulation or something. All right, that's the. Whoa, wait for it. That's the yellow we're working with there. This one down here, kind of a goldish yellow, I guess. Load up the brush pretty well here because we're gonna go in heavy on the. This is gonna be on the back where my thumb is, where those two stripes of cloth are. Keep moving it away from the camera. There we go. So for those of you that weren't here earlier, new gig starts on Monday. There we go. What do you normally listen to and what music? I'm usually more of a podcast guy. Anything else that's gonna be yellow? I guess we could try and do his. I don't have to get the metallic paint out. I'll try and just make his belt buckle this yellow. That's pretty good, I think. Wow, getting stood up correctly. Gold buckle there. tails there, I guess. And the rest of this is going to be red. Maybe the music goes chill eventually. I don't know. We got both Gregs in here. What's up? Here's a poll for all of our footy fans that are in the chat, all the regulars. Man City, Real Madrid. Who comes out on top after the second leg? Go. Pressure's rolling. Next color is going to be red while you're leaving your comments about Man City and Real Madrid. There's also, okay, this is supposed to be synthwave mix. He's also got, the same dude, has got chill synth. Maybe we try chill synth. Let's try that. It's going to play an ad, I think. Let's close that. Let's see. It's all right. It's not great, but it's all right. Everybody on the city. Yeah. I was kind of surprised how that game went, to be honest with you. I was like, what is happening? Ooh, it's coming out the top. Guess it's got an air bubble or something. That's weird. Stop. 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 Get back on. Alright. That's what it looks like on the palette. The red we're using. Oh yeah, you can see it's liquidy. That's what you want. It's got some water on our palette. I could move the camera, I guess, rather than moving me repeatedly. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now we're looking right at the... There we go. I guess that was the focus doing it. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. And then as the Liverpool fan, I gotta say, are we thinking Liverpool over Villarreal? That's kind of soothing. That's like overhead shot with David Attenborough talking about whales. Like the animal, not the country. That part, not so much. Who's going to win the Premier League? I think that's Man City. I mean, I know it's just a point, but like, the schedules look pretty similar to me between Man City and Liverpool. So, as much as I think, hey, Liverpool could win out, I gotta say the same thing. I think Man City's got an amazing squad, and I could see them winning out. Barring, like, for either team, like, some crazy set of injuries, right? That's what we're working on there. It's coming around. It's coming around. Give you a little taste, I like this section better because it's once you get past the detail side, it's like, oh, it goes a little bit faster. Okay, so that's a very specific prediction. I will give you all credit if that's what happens. That if they both slip up at least one more time. Define slip up. Is that a draw, or are you talking like complete slip up and dropping all 3 points? Oop, got a little on his pants, but good thing we're gonna paint over that, so it's all good. Just finished in the top 10.1% of runners in my online rally. I really cannot consider. What game? Rally? Like Rallycross? Not like track and field rally. Or is that not called rally? What's that called? Where they hand off the baton? Dirt rally too. Relay. That's the word. Spurs to beat LFC. Wow. Kate would be happy about that. If it happens, I will be happy, yes. Who's the guy that Liverpool is linked to? I think is a midfielder, is a long name. That's what we're looking like thus far. It's not bad, if you ask me, for a first timer. Oh, he has like a belty thing. We might make that golden or yellow. This ochre color. But we're working with red right now. Chukamini? Is that how you say that? Uche Ezenwa, welcome to the chat. Where is Tukamini at? I'm not familiar. That's not a name. I don't remember that name even from Football Manager, to be honest with you. What we're looking at right now. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and make that belt also red. Apparently part of his chest. Monaco, if nothing else, because he's a DM, get him before Man U gets him. Is he gonna take squad player minutes? Playing behind Fad? I mean, Milner's going? No, surely not. Not James Milner. How do you get the... How do I get this? The back side of the cape. That's crazy. Should I make it a different color? Kind of just like that being a pop of color on the back. Could try and make it yellow on the inside. Let's do a vote. That in the inner part of his robes. Yellow, like on the back, or more red? I'll take a drink of water while you all vote. Inside of the robes. Yellow or more red? That's the timer sound. Kim says red. That's one vote for red. Red. That's 2 votes for red. I think the red's going to take it because there's 6 people in here. I think red. Okay. We'll go with the red. Good. I mean, how? Gotta get like his crotch area, which is awkward. Chase, I gotta go publish the forecast for tomorrow's match. Get a few players verified on Instagram. If you're still on, when I get done, I'll be back. And have a good time on the stream. Thank you, Chase, for popping in. I'm gonna be here for another maybe 2 hours. So if I'm here, I'm here. If not, thanks to Scarf, man. It was awesome. Sounds like the beginning, or not the beginning, but parts of Top Gun. Talk to me, Goose. Well, this palette is working out really nice. Paper towel and some parchment paper. That's almost free 99 territory. What's this guy's name? He's got to have a name. He's a human monk. We got to come up with a good name. A good name besides, how do I paint this? Where's he from? I don't know. We gotta make a backstory for him. Oh, that's much more vibrant on the... This is the real color. Well, now I'm going, should I make his pants yellow? Some more blood. Yeah, Hendo being 32. Wow. Miss Old Lady Plays. Any Spurs transfer rumors? Like Eric Dyer to Sterling Albion, maybe? Good taking. I think. Good taking. Alright, that's what we got thus far. Whoa, too close. There we go. So I gotta, you know, we're gonna color his pants, so that red doesn't matter. So do I make his pants that color of yellow, or do I go with stick with the green that we're gonna do? Eric Dyer to just about anywhere for a bag of used balls and 6 dented cones. Amazing. That is an amazing comment. Trying to think about the color. Maybe I should do his skin tone on the top and see how similar or dissimilar it would be to the yellow ochre. And that'll determine if we should make that our paint color or not. Pant color. Our paint color. Say that 5 times fast. Is the music too loud, just right? Is it chill enough? Doesn't work. Been trying that with Origi. You gotta give Origi a little credit. If I'm willing to give Trent some credit, you gotta give Origi credit too. Well, my wife is gonna go pick up a part of my air intake that I broke yesterday. Just checking on something. Alright, we're good. Yeah, there's nothing like replacing some motor mounts in your vehicle that turns out doesn't need replacing, and in doing so, you break the air intake to the vehicle, and that's like a $92 part. It's like pain on top of pain. I'm not saying Origi and Trent are the same. I'm just saying my occasional disdain for Trent and his capabilities, his, you know, 1 or 20 decision making, which I guess is what it takes if you're going to be great. You got to take the chances. But if I'm willing to give him a little credit when he does things well, and like the other day when he defended a little bit better, gave some credit there. If I'm willing to do that, I think it's only fair that you give Origi some credit for what, you know, scoring in the Champions League final and, you know, scoring off his backside against Everton and off the, you know, he deserves a little credit. I'm gonna say he deserves a ton of credit. He deserves a little credit. All right, buff. We're gonna try buff to be our skin color here. Just because he's a defender and can't defend doesn't mean he's bad. Burp, burp, burp. Something like that. For those of you that are just joining us, this is our current status with our human monk. Okay. He's got some gold tails here. It's like a monk tuxedo. We're gonna do his skin now. See how that looks. He's definitely bald. I think that's a requirement to be a D&D monk. Or it could just be his haircut. Is that alright? Skin tone? I mean, you know, I think it's gonna look better if we, you know, do the rest of it. Looks a little awkward all by itself. Allergies are killing me these days. Boy. Also, like, watched you, like, you let the brush do the work. Don't, like, force it. You gotta load it up with paint appropriately. Sorry. Kulisevsky. Oh, is he not permanent? I thought he was permanent. Yeah, money plus Martial for Kane is not a deal. It's like, here's some money and a problem for your best player. Like, I don't know about that one. I mean, I wouldn't fault Man United for trying, but if Spurs did that, they'd need to get their heads checked as a group, all together. $18 month, $25 million buy option. And he came in January, right? So he's good to the end of next season? that's the case, I guess it depends on how much he's, how much the loan fee is. Like in you know, they're paying his wages and whatever. Because at some point, you would go, hey, maybe it makes more sense to, you know, keep paying the loan and then activate it at the very end, right? Like, just from a financial standpoint. You know what I love about the monk class in D&D? It's like, I don't need a weapon. I punch things. It's like, you peasants, you need weapons. I have fists. I just think that's kind of hilarious. Who's Todd Bowley? Did I know that? You kind of said his name like I should know that, I guess. We're getting there. Of course, every time I put it on camera, I go, oh, there's a spot I missed. But I guess that's the point. Having the camera. Ah, Dodgers. That's interesting. If for nothing else, that the Dodgers, at one point, spent a lot of money. I don't really watch baseball. But I know they signed a bunch of people when they decided they were going to get real good real quick. American. That's it. That's what we do. Buy the world, apparently. Ruin everything, also, apparently. Oh, my brush split. There we go. We're getting someplace. If you're new around here, how you doing? My name's GHG, and I normally play Football Manager. But today, we're doing this for the first time. Look at it. I wish I had muscles like that. I feel like I somehow need even more lights than I currently have in my little studio here. Gordon Bell, if you're still in here, say something. I want to ask you a question. Here's the thing about doing something new. It's like, you gotta be good with being bad at something when you get started. I'm not saying I'm gonna become a master painter anytime soon, but, you know, you never know. Not so bad. Let's see. Kind of cleaning up his back a little bit where I had gone a little heavy with the strap. Oh, I like the little drum there. All right, see you, Pekka. I'll be here another hour and a half, so hopefully it doesn't take you that long. If it does, best of luck. Okay, I meant to ask you how the gig was going. Now you said when you first started, like if you could do it remotely or something like that, you'd do it all the time. Which sounded positive. I guess it's that story. Helping people is really nice. Yeah. Fulfilling. Or satisfying. Both. HR thinks you're starting on Monday. Oh, that's lovely. Nothing like a little payroll problems. Was that easy to resolve? To be like, no, I've been here since Monday, you know? I would imagine you could be like, and I've helped this person and this constituent and, you know, like, but hopefully it wasn't too much of a ruckus. That's where we're at. I looks a lot better. I was a little nervous, to be honest with you, with just the head. I think that looks pretty good from a skin tone standpoint. I need to clean up, obviously, like over here, add a little more green and all that, but I'm pretty happy with that. Just trying to see if I missed any spots. It looks good, I think. Maybe right here. Clean the brush out. Oh, I thought it was... I didn't realize it had been that long. So when are they going to get that resolved for you? Today? Tomorrow? No, tomorrow's Saturday. How do they miss 3 weeks? That's crazy. Maybe the 12th? Before you get paid? It goes well, it's brilliant, but fixing him takes 6 forever. It's like watching Dyer realize he's been fooled again. Do you need help? Like, you want me to send you something? Like, we can't have you not able to eat, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can I help? Like, I realize you have other support systems besides random people on the internet, but happy to help. Oh, I just got green on his neck. Okay, I'm just making sure. Other than the blob I just put on the back of his neck. There's the blob. Oh, somewhere. Like, I can't see it until I get zoomed up on the camera. Need just a tidbit. Yeah, absolutely. That's why we call this the FM community, right? We help each other out. Being able to, you know, eat and not have your electricity turned off and all that kind of stuff is kind of important. For most people, at least. Love that. I should be getting paid by Cool. Well, I guess it's Kroger. It's not Cool Whip, but it's made by the same company, I'm sure. Like, get your whipped topping here. Blob on neck is gone. Success. We'll touch up with the brown here on the belty thing. Funny, I keep finding touch-up spots. It's like, well, that's annoying, but I guess better now than after I put everything away. There we go. I think that looks lovely. It's a little more tan on the camera. Is that any better? No, that's not any better. You don't have to trust me. It's a little more tan, or like, not yellow, whatever that would be. He's a little less yellow in the light. Do need to touch up all of the red. Goodness, I missed a bunch of spots in the red. So I guess, Kate, with your comment there about Dyer, there's not been like any actual substantiated rumors about center backs coming in or anything like that? It is amazing to me that Dyer has gotten so much playing time, like under multiple managers. It's kind of makes you wonder. I about fell out of my chair the other day when I saw Phil Jones playing, though. I know not for Spurs. It's like he's still there. Butchered that. So he turns like a book. He and Maguire go together. Maybe Man United will pick him up. Although, I thought Maguire's hurt until the end of the season? And I kind of wonder, is he actually hurt? Or is it like, it's so toxic there and people are like threatening his family, which obviously is not cool. Because we're talking about football. Kind of wonder if there's a thing there with Ragnar where he's like, listen. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, our season's pretty much toast. Get you out of the crucible here. How old is Loris? For those of you just joining, here's where we're at. See if I can get that. There you go. Oh wow, that's a lovely call to be receiving. Like, so, okay, walk me through that. You get that call, and they called a whatever, representative's office, right? So does, like, that get followed up on? Just wondering. Let's see what refractive green looks like compared to flat green. Uh-oh. Maybe let's not. It might be clogged at the end. I have toothpicks. I'll be right back. Toothpick acquired. There we go. Got some green to come out. Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's like she's upset with the person that's actually there to try and help, right? And you're like, it'd be great if you wouldn't threaten me. That's not going to help anybody's situation, particularly yours, for a multitude of reasons, unfortunately. Ooh, that's hot. That wine is hot. Go. Yeah. Obviously, if she shows up, that's a different scenario. It's like you wonder, you know, all the stuff that people are going through the last couple of years. You know, I never thought I'd wonder how do I get access to somebody's groin to paint it? You know? That's what the green looks like. The refractive green. Obviously not as bright. I think in a D&D setting you wouldn't have... Well, this guy might not have bright. I think darker trousers in general would be a good maneuver. Not gonna lie, these songs start to sound very much the same. It's really amazing me how little paint you need. Like, I know it's a miniature, kind of the idea, but... And in the title, the scale is in the title. Still, it's like, wowzers. Yeah. Have you done this before? Have you painted miniatures before? You sound like you've painted miniatures before. With that comment. Woo! Bending over a lot. see the area I'd like the paint to go into. How do I get the paint to go in there? I have an entire Russian army, 3 corps, cavalry, and artillery for 15 millimeter. 15 millimeter smaller, right? Plus uncounted D&D minis. Really? You're like an expert at this. For it. I think it's alright. Needs to dry, obviously. You can see the gleam there. I gotta do some touch up on the red. This is very, with better music. It'd be more zen, but it's very zen, and I'm liking it. How many microscopes did you need to paint those? Good grief. This is hard enough. I'm not saying this is the same as doing surgery, but this makes me really appreciate people that can do surgery. Like, I guess, crazy important surgery. Find glass on a gooseneck. Still gonna do it like that. It's hard to tell right there. Guess that is. Let's see, is that light hitting it weird? Or is that gray showing through? And I think it's gray showing through. So in lieu of a magnifying glass and gooseneck stand, we'll just use the camera. There's a dot right there. How do you get to that? Where is it? Front, yeah. Nope. That might just be a glimmer. Got all green on the robes over there. All right, if we're gonna talk D&D, what's your favorite class? blimey. Oh, just got. Well, trying to fix the rooms. Whoa, what was that? How did I get green on that? Oh, the paint came off the top of his head. Guess it wasn't fully dry. Whoops. Or rubbed it too hard, maybe. That's what we're looking at right now. Minus top of his head. Less than ideal. Guess I'm gonna have to get a bottle of wine with a cork. To take care of that for the next time. We're about done. One spot to clean up on the pants. Hello, Pekka. Welcome back. You get to see kind of mostly the finished product here, sir. Good timing. I do think I need like something to set it on, because I'm rubbing the paint off of like the top of his head. You can kind of see his hand area right there needs a little bit. We got that going on. And then I don't know. Okay, what would you do with the floor here, with the ground? I guess I could paint it like, what do I have? Black? But I think to do that, I gotta have something that it's sitting on. I'd have to do that some other time. I don't have any washes, but that's a good shout from somebody who sounds like they know what they're talking about. I thought I would start with this and go, hey, let's see how it goes, you know? Small half-inch square. Okay. I have some old cuts from when we built our garden beds that I could use. They're all unsanded, right? Like they got some loose, but yeah, just something to stick on top. Just gonna, there's some. It's funny, I can't see it till it's on the camera, but like. I can't tell if that's the refraction in the green or if that's just a color name. It's like I can see little things of gray sticking through. I guess that's what I think it is. Kind of hard to tell with the light. Yeah, yeah. Should I take some of my red and like try and draw like lips? That seems like an aggressive thing to be doing. Although I see under his chin, there's a spot of gray. It's like, oh, we're almost done. We're never done. You're never done. I'm going to paint this until the end of time. That's what's going to happen. But man, this wet palette has kept all of this paint, like, available. It's kind of crazy. Did I get it? I can't tell. Not red. Slightly darker version of the skin color. So like mix the skin color with like a brown, just like a hint of brown to like darken it. What's a Skaven army? Skaven? Skaven? Skaven. Always look mad until you use the wash. Okay, okay. Raven, Skaven. Probably not in Swedish. Okay. Warhammer rats. Heard Warhammer is an expensive, like, and you need a ton of space. Is that the one where it's like you need like an 8-foot by 8-foot table, like a giant table, and it takes like weeks to do a battle? Am I thinking of the right thing, or is that something else? There's something on his abs. Is that the glimmer of the hammer? I think he might need a little bit of ab work. Maybe I take the brown and I highlight his abs. Alright, here it goes. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of brown. Don't think that's different enough. Pretty different. We'll see, it might be too different. I think I gave him a mustache. It's kind of hard to tell where his mouth's at. Really hard to see. That's too much of a. It's off center and smoochy. Too much. I think for now, we're gonna leave his mouth as it was. Whoop, ran into my light. Section of his arm I missed. Before you guys go, I do need to show you my the miniature I bought. We had a club we started, me and 10 friends, and we ran it as a study, meaning we got a huge basement by the state because it was free for anyone to come and play and learn. We got $100 each month to buy new stuff. Wow! That's awesome, dude. And also kind of ingenious. Lesson learned, have a thing to hold your mini. $100 a month. And that's like, you said it was 20 plus years ago, right? So that, like, that's $100 20 years ago. That sounds like even more, right? How much was a, I don't know, a set of 5? Or I don't know how big the sets are. I guess, like, what would be the equivalent of the $100 today is another way of asking. Those are out of town pocket. I can't remember. One of my friends worked at the local toy store and they had not a lot of stuff. We put up some stuff you could show in the store meeting. We got it cheaper. Ah, okay. That's awesome, man. That's like working all the angles. You get the state paying for it. You got a friend you can get it from cheaper. I think I'm going to call it there. I think. So there is our monk friend. Number 1 lesson learned, have a thing for the mini to sit on. Otherwise, you're just going to take all the paint off. So he has nunchuck there. The gold, although the gold, I see a little hint of gray. That makes me want to fix it. Think about it. And then I need to figure out what to do with the you know, the base area. But is there, do I need to like clear coat this, or does it like just let it dry like fully and then you'll be good? How does that work? Now I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna set it down without taking paint off. That's what's so crazy. It really didn't take, one, a lot of paint, and it didn't take, I didn't have to have an expensive palette, right? Like, let it dry. Okay. I keep finding little tidbits of gray. This is how you go crazy, I think, right? You lose your mind, just trying to take away every single little... How do you even get to... You get it? Think I got it. Good enough. That's it. That's our monk. I like it. Oh, he fell over. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing to worry about. But I got a whole slew. This could be like a regular thing. Okay, let's start about, what? 12:45. It's 3:15. What was that? 2 hours, 30 minutes? Some dry brushing to bring some highlights in dark areas and get some grime into it. Don't want it to look too good. Okay, I've read about, or I've watched a video about a year ago when I bought all the paint about dry brushing. But I haven't. Is that where, okay, that's where you get it on a, like a bigger brush that I think I have. Something like that. And like, what was it? I feel like there was like flicking on a paper towel with the brush and then going over it, or is it let it dry and then I'll have to look it up. You wouldn't want to brush it off, so it's not like you're sanding it off with the brush. So how are you oh man, it's like right here. I remember watching a video but I think they got paint on the brush and then went crazy getting it off the brush just enough to like get just tidbit on it and use the, so like with like a brown or like a dark color or an almost dry brush. Alright, the last thing I'm going to leave you with here, I'm going to show you my, because you mentioned a bard, yeah? Sure, I don't have anything on my hands here. So I did the Hero Forge for my local campaign. And the color is not nearly as vibrant because it's 3D printed. But I looked at all the bard options and I was like, you know, you've got your like whatever, your stringed instruments and your flute and your whatever. I was like, nah, we gotta go with this. We gotta go bagpipe. Yeah, bard with a bagpipe. I mean, come on. That's just amazing. How do I, there we go. So it's more like he's actually standing up. He's wearing an orange and red headband. I thought, again, for it being 3D printed and not painted, the color was more than acceptable. So, I thought that was kind of cool. It was expensive as all get out, but like, how I justified it is like, if I do this for $5 a week for 13 weeks, or whatever it was, 12 weeks, with shipping, to spend like 4 hours together with friends, that seems like a worthwhile investment. But yeah, he's got a super colorful bagpipe. It's kind of sparkly. I didn't realize how sparkly it was. But I just thought that was interesting because you mentioned bards being one of your favorites. Or are you talking about dual classing monk bard? I hadn't thought about that. In you go, you super breakable expensive toy. Bard with a battle pipe, you mean? Johan coming in strong at the end. That's amazing. A battle pipe. It's amazing. Now, I've got brush cleaner. Okay, I'm gonna look. It's like, how crazy to do. Rinse brush in warm water, swirl in cleaner, work into the lather, rinse and repeat as needed. Leave clear lather on bristles, shape brush and allow to dry. Shake dry powder off for next use. Can persuade you not to... Okay, dual class. Can persuade you not to fight or beat your face if you do. Awesome. Are you the type of player that, like, are you trying... Whoa, dropping my brush into my paint. Are you the type of player that, what is it? Not min-maxes in a way, but, like, I like the narrative. Like, I'm gonna take this spell or this thing as part of the narrative, rather than the thing that is like, oh, this next level I can get this thing that kills everything, right? Like, what would the character actually take as the next option? Smells lovely. All right, my friends. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to tone off our chill synthwave chill wave mix. And I think that's going to be it for today. I'm going to let that guy dry. What would you do for the... I can't show it to you. What would you do for the ground? I might go get some of that, like, stuff that you glue on, like the, what they call flex. So it's like he's standing in grass or something. The discipline of the monk sits well alongside the discipline to reach rambardic levels of mastery of an instrument. That's a good point. Versus just being like an angry barbarian. Barbarian monk, that'd be interesting. I'm gonna go clean up my brushes. We'll have to do this again, because I've got a whole stack. I mean, unbelievable stack of miniatures. I gotta figure out... I'm sure there's a way. Like, let me show you as an example. Again, I got a 3D printed pack off of Etsy of, like, random miniatures. So it's like something like that. Now, obviously, missing an arm, so like it has what's this? I guess that's a hand. How do you fit that in there? You somehow glue this hand. Good grief. Okay. You somehow glue that hand in that hole. Johanna, did you see the finished product? Because I can move the camera so you can see the finished product. I thought this like popped in there, but I'm afraid to like I'm gonna break it. Which thumb is that? It's a right hand. Seems like a weird place. But anyway, I gotta figure out how to, you know, attach it to the base, because it doesn't come. I thought it was gonna come on the base, and it seems a bit wide for the base too. So like, not real sure what to do about that. Not real sure how to glue the hand in. Hands. I thought they just popped in. That's unexpected. Saw your greenie, luckily. There you go. But I got a whole... I think I got 10 of those out of that pack. And some of them are crazy awesome. But I didn't realize you had to connect the arms or the hands, which is kind of funny. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up there. Going to dinner with the wife tonight. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Super glue. Good to know. Just a dibble, like a dab, if you will, of super glue. Okay. Good to know. For the base and the hands. Yeah. Solves all gluing issues. Alrighty, you all have a great one. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I'm wearing a okay, that is 3D printed. This is all 3D printed stuff that I got. I'll have to look up how you solve that problem with 3D printed stuff. But D20 Monkey is a webcomic. I just think this is great. That's a great D&D shirt. Loving that. I'm gonna let our monk here dry. I got some next steps I gotta figure out. You all have a good one. We'll talk to you soon.